Hello there, Internet. This is Markiplier. Actually, no. Okay.
No one's going to believe this, Nate.
No, I'm in nowhere near as good a shape as Mark, and also my hair isn't dyed red. And I got guns too, but not to the. I think not to the extent that Mark's are more defined than mine. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yep.
Hello there, Internet. We are the Renegades, and today we're going to be looking at some more Markiplier Unmurdered. This is a Babyplier. Okay.
All right.
So, a while ago, Markiplier did a Among the Sleep, Let's Play, and he, how do I say this? Shit got deep.
Yeah.
Shit got deep and shit got crazy. So
that's generally how it goes.
Yeah, that's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So anyway, Markiplier did this, and well.
Then somebody animated it.
And
now we're gonna watch.
And now we're gonna watch what unfolds.
Wow,
so,
that story was not as long as we were making it out to be.
No, not really. No.
All right. Well,
all right. So her we're gur.
Yep. Just get in there.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. And
hey,
welcome
Markiplier.
to the full release of Among the Sleep.
Did you finish your drink already?
Yes, Mama. It was disgusting. Thanks, Mom.
Now it'll only be a minute. Mommy just has to make sure that the cake is perfect.
Whee! Is it my birthday? Thanks, Mom.
There and there. Perfect.
I love you so much, Mama.
Oh, look at you.
Look at me.
You're so adorable in your tiny footed pajamas.
Footy pajamas.
You.
I think I know a little someone who's ready for some cake.
Put it in my mouth.
Chugga, 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 choo, choo.
Thanks, Mom.
Look what I found. I wonder what it is.
It's a present.
Why don't we go upstairs and find out?
Oh.
Oh my. How much cake did you have?
You only fed me 2 spoonfuls. You didn't give me enough. I'm actually quite hungry, but then, ooh, how pretty. Krillbite Studio. Wait a minute, what is that? Mom, look out! Whee! Is it my birthday? Thanks, Mom. I'm gonna do some abacus mathematics. This game doesn't rely on a string quartet on my back. It just has a guy playing a sousaphone in my ear.
Hey, you stupid cow, come on.
Guys, the sousaphone playing in my ear. Okay. So the game gets considerably darker.
Oh,
after
well,
that.
yes.
You know, that moment where your mother's carrying you away, and all of a sudden here comes the darkness.
And you see the spoops, and you're like,
Ah! Yeah.
Not like
much.
this.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So, first off, let me just say this. Among the Sleep, I have I've watched someone play through it.
Mm-hmm.
It gets heavy.
Oh yeah.
It gets heavy, and I was gonna say I can definitely suggest it to anyone out there. I suggest you play it, go into it with an open mind,
and the lights on,
and if you choose.
Yep. You
can choose to play it with the lights off. It's all up to you.
I wouldn't recommend it.
We did. Honestly, we were fine. It added to the chill factor a bit. The creepiness of it. But overall, it was good. It was really good. I liked it. But anyway, gosh, if you all want to see Markiplier play this, I mean, heck, it's right there.
You can get there pretty.
Yeah, you can get there
quick.
pretty easily. Yeah. So, I was gonna say games that take an unexpected turn, and like go deep. You ever had that happen?
Yeah, I've seen that a couple of times. But I think the more interesting thing here is the idea that, oh hey, you are a small child.
Yeah, you're a baby. You're a little baby.
And thus, you're experiencing things from the child's perspective. So naturally, things are going to be a lot scarier.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
Well, gosh.
Which I think that's psychologically that's fascinating.
Yeah. Well, for me, okay. I haven't done it yet. I told you about my my childhood home being bought by a family friend.
Yep.
And they're going to start renting it out. They haven't closed the full deal on it yet, but they pretty much are in the process of it. So whenever it's closed, they said they'll call me first thing, because I told them I want to set foot in that house again. I want to see, like, honestly, I want to walk through the door and just be like, I haven't set foot in that house in almost 20 years.
Just Bare Naked Lady starts playing. This is where we used to live.
No, actually, I was thinking more that home.
Broke into the old apartment. I can't. I don't know.
No, for me, it's more along the lines of That Home by the Cinematic Orchestra.
Yeah, all right.
Because here's the thing, that was during the time where I just started to notice my parents fighting, and my dad moved out of the house and everything. My dad, we started moving out of the house very slowly. Over to our new house as it started getting built and everything. I started noticing the problems and the friction between my parents. And I just remember the first years of my life being so happy, because, my parents were always there, and we're just like, all right, son. And my dad helping me out, my mom helping me out. My sister was a pain in the ass, but hey, she still is.
Some things never change.
They never will. But anyway, it was a whole thing that like, I just want to walk in there and like see the size of the place and like gauge it as to where I was when I was a kid, because I still remember like going down the hallway and the hallway just seeming so big to me. And also the doorway into my parents' room where the doorway is usually, standard doorway, rectangular.
Yeah.
At the top, it was hexagon. It was almost half of a hexagon at the top.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Where there was like a little painted window.
Oh yeah.
And I remember that, and I remember how big that looked to me when I was a kid. It's just I want to walk in and just be like, whoa.
If you really want your brain to get messed up.
Yeah.
So when I was in high school, one of the things you could do was peer tutoring. So you would go and you could work in a classroom with one of the teachers at the high school.
Oh.
Or you could be assigned to...
Preschool?
No. You could be assigned to any of the other schools in the school system to go and help out. I got assigned at my elementary school.
Yeah, I've done that. I've actually done that.
Is that not the freakiest thing?
I remember, okay, yeah, when I was a kid, I was in third grade, and I used to take, everyone used to take, the steps individually one at a time.
Yeah.
I did 3, 4. I was like trying to test how far I could step.
Oh, yeah.
By myself up the stairs. And I remember I did 5 one time, and I was just like, yeah!
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm the big man.
And then you look at it and you're like...
I'm like,
oh.
I could pretty much take 2 steps, and I'm at the top of these stairs.
Yep.
And I like walk around to the kids, to where the kids would sit down, and like the little chairs. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, whoa, this is insane.
Yeah, and the one thing that got me, the lockers always seem so tall.
Yeah.
And then you come walking in, and the locker comes up to here.
Yeah.
On you, and you're like,
whoa. It's mind blowing.
It is. It'll mess with you.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, wait, what happened?
Yeah.
What happened? It's so unbelievably strange.
It is. It's weird seeing that.
Yeah, like if you ever get the chance to try that, it will mess with you. Because you're just like, I remember this. What? No.
Yeah.
It's so...
I remember, okay, I actually walked into the principal's office. I actually walked up to the principal's office because that was a common place I was often visiting because of problems.
Because of reasons.
Yeah, reasons and problems.
Reasons that we won't talk about.
Yeah.
Because...
But anyway, I walked up to the office, and walking through the door, I remember like being scared because the doorway was so big, and I was just like, oh. I was just I was scared I was gonna get like murdered when I went in there. But then all of a sudden it was just like, whoa, okay, all right.
It's just like, this is a normal door.
This is a normal doorway. And then
what?
I look down the hallway to where the principal's office. Okay, there was the assistant principal, and then there was the principal. I saw the assistant principal like 10 times when I was in 3rd grade.
Mm-hmm.
And that seemed so big to me. And then all of a sudden, I was walking down I looked down that hallway, and I'm like, this is a short hallway.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, this seemed so big, it felt like taking forever to get there.
And you're just like, you walk in there and you're like, man, your office is tiny. Who are you?
Actually, that the vice principal who was there at the time died, unfortunately.
Yep.
So no, I didn't go into the offices or anything. I looked in the windows at the offices, and they weren't in at the time.
Yeah.
So I was just like, whoa, okay, because it is freaky. It's freaky going back and doing that.
It's super weird.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's amazing how your perceptions will change. Because I remember back in elementary school, there was a time where we had to be there after hours.
Yeah.
And the lights were off. And I remember looking down a hallway and going, this is the scariest thing I've ever seen. Because on the one hand, you're used to seeing a school building full of people.
Yeah.
Or at least with some activity going on.
Yeah.
You're also used to being there during the day. So you go in there at night when there's nobody there, and you go, this is wrong.
Yeah.
It's like the thing I was talking about with oh, hey, all of the milk in the grocery store is gone.
Yeah, it's like one of those surreal moments
It's like
that you
this,
just have to take in.
This should not be.
Yeah.
But it is. Why is this happening?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
It's weird.
All right. Well, this was interesting. This was interesting to watch. So, This was Markiplier animated Babyplier by Alexian. This is also on the Markiplier main channel. So, go ahead and check out the video link down below if you wish to check that out. Make sure you let Markiplier know who sent you. Also, don't forget to check out our various other endeavors, including our merchandise.
Be nice to Markiplier when you let him know who sent you, because I don't want to have to fight Markiplier.
I don't want to either. But honestly, yeah, if
there's only one chance we have here,
and that's if we do not fight Markiplier.
Caleb.
I think Micah
could probably take him.
I might be able to as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I've heard Markiplier's not that tall. I hear he's only like 5'9".
Hit and run tactics, I think we could make use of.
Probably.
Wait, we know the layout of the building. He doesn't.
Yes, that's true.
Yep.
All right.
We're gonna Home Alone his ass.
Yeah. I was gonna say
that got weird.
I was gonna say we got paint cans. I got paint cans upstairs. We can just throw them down at him because we don't have like an overhead one where we can just like tie it to the rail and just throw it off and let it smack him in the face. Instead it's just throw the paint, stand at the top of those stairs and be like Home Alone.
Home Alone. Canister
to the face. Mark goes down like, ow! Why'd you do that? And
convert a leaf blower to shoot glass Christmas ornaments.
Cut a little hole in the side of the thing at the top, and just be like the
yep,
fire.
And then like you drop one in and close the lid on it. Boom. It's just like
fire. Fire. Ah! Ow! Was that a star? Why'd you throw a star at me? It's like you know those you know what my parents used to do?
Oh no.
We used to go out and get pine cones.
No.
And we used to paint them.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say, imagine like firing pine cones at it. It was like, is that a pine cone? Why are you firing a pine cone? Ow! It was my eye! Why? Ugh!
Okay, we might be ready for Markiplier.
We're probably ready.
We might be ready.
All right.
I'm going to go get a leaf blower. You go get some Christmas ornaments. We'll be back later, guys.
Yep. See you later.
All right. We're going to have to do one of the...